Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Last Dream World Unknown. We are still in Westonia. We managed to get through like the entire city, I think. And now, on to the rest of whatever's here. So first, the Tree of Life. As usual, I do like to check it out and see if there's anything of interest. It's very neat and orderly, I'll say that much. Alright, nothing much to see here. We've got plenty of ways to resurrect, so we don't need to worry about that. And Westonia Castle Teleporter. Oh, right. Now, that's a bad sign. Hopefully I won't have to fight my way up. I mean, maybe. Let's find out. Let's talk to the side guards first. Entry to Westonia Fortress is prohibited except to World Council and invited individuals. Same, and what do you have to say? Information regarding the destruction of Rockwood, you say? Interesting. But I can't let you in without confirmation. Would you please remain here while I have my subordinate discuss the situation with our commander? Sure. Several minutes pass. You have first-hand information regarding Rockwood's destruction? Oh, what's this? An artifact found after the destruction of Rockwood? You have reason to believe that it's important? Ignatius gave this to you. Well, that's all the confirmation I need. I served 7 years under Ignatius in the Mercenaries Guild before I chose to take this position as commander of the Westonia Fortress Guard. I'll escort you directly to Westonia Fortress. The World Council is currently in session. I believe this news is important enough to interrupt their meeting. Follow me. Excellent. So all the guards are leaving? And I guess that's a teleport. It probably wasn't necessary to send everybody up here, and also makes this take a little longer. Soldiers, return to the mainland and guard the teleporter. Yes, sir. I can see you're admiring the view. No one knows how or why this island remains aloft, but it is truly a wonder of Firma. But we have more important business to attend to. Please follow me. In a few minutes, you'll be in the presence of the most powerful humans, elves, and goblins in the world. I desperately hope that the artifact that Ignatius gave to you will shed some light on the mystery of Rockwood's destruction. All we have at this point are fractured reports and confused rumors. The situation has the elves in the most manic state I've ever seen them. Of course, that means they are still more stoic than most humans. Let's head inside. Yes, let's. Ooh. Treasure on the roof. Definitely want to get at that. But for now, we have to slowly follow this fellow. Guard, return to the teleporter and don't let this man leave until the World Council has seen him. Yes, sir. Feel free to explore the fortress while I alert the World Council to your presence. Once you're ready, come to the World Council meeting chambers on the 4th floor. Okay. So now's our time to explore everything. We should probably explore as much as we can. Using by chase. Consider an evolutionary process that resulted in a single intelligent being upon Firma. Not a species, just one individual. Would not that individual think themselves a god, or perhaps the god? Interesting thought. Also, very interesting music here. Ooh, stuff to steal. A lot of stuff to take. Okay, 2 things, 3 things. Hello, Mr. Goblin, what say you? Me sweep the floor where World Council meet. Boss say me no speak when they have official meeting. Me learning a lot, but have question I cannot ask. So I tell Goblin on Council question and he ask. Then boss become very angry because everyone no question from me. Well, yeah, but if the World Council member thinks it's worth asking, then, deal with it. Who knew human and elf ate so much? Barely make enough food. Life is so hectic during the World Council, I barely get any rest trying to cook all the orders. Suppose 9 years of rest is good enough consolation for the stress of the World Council meeting. Okay, and that's side pretty much covered. What's this? To 2nd floor. Is that also to 2nd floor? Do we have a lot of ways to the 2nd floor? Ooh, Royal Library. Not going to read all these probably. Traveler's Journal, yep. I mean, there might be useful information in these library books, but there's always so many of them. Humans' lives are so short, there's no time to dedicate to amassing the kind of knowledge that lies stored in this library. Elves, on the other hand, have much more time to devote to such endeavors. Not only have I read every book in this library, but have also devoured the libraries in Valundra, Hobgar, and Theopolis too. Good for you. The history of the World Council is short compared to that of Huldra. So short that the World Council has only ever known a single Elven King. During that same time, it has seen 23 Human Council members and 27 Goblin Council members. Alright. Good, good. So we've been there. You, sir, Mr. Dwarf. Ha! 'Twas sent from my home in Sarta to lead this fancy capital. I'm supposed to facilitate communication between my hearty breed and the other races. Yeah, the only thing facilitated is sleep. Listen to some elf prattle about trade treaties and raw material requisitions. I'd rather have a sledgehammer crush my spleen. I suppose it could be arranged, sir. I don't have a sledgehammer. Royal Guard Barracks, you do not look like a Royal Guard. I feel very fortunate to have been given this custodial position. It definitely beats cleaning up after the Moas at the casino. I hope one day to join the World Council Guard, but at this point, I only get to polish the equipment. It's my dream, so I trudge through these dull moments. Well, good on you working at it. I remain hopeful that the ideals of Estonia will survive us. Since our brutish lives often demand sacrifice, there is no place I would rather fall in battle than here, the cradle of our mutual efforts for peace and prosperity. And what about you? These guards are always denting and scraping their equipment with no regard to the work required to keep it in adequate condition. Well, you know, they kinda gotta use it, right? Sorry, the control room is off limits. Now, does this also go to the second floor? Let's try it, right? So, in theory, there should be like 3 sets of stairs coming up. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay, back to this side. What is this? Eastern Treasure Room. Yes? Oh ho ho. Let's pick everything from here, starting from here. So in case we get caught, we are good to go. Hey, I do have a thief after all. Why would I not rob the treasure room, right? Do you think they'll notice? I hope not. Might kind of ruin everything to have me have stolen everything, right? To the 3rd floor. Well, we'll get up to the 4th floor eventually. Alright, nothing there. This is the Royal Lounge. Sounds lovely. It take many years to learn music machine. Me play to make other human, goblin, and elf happy. Can I play? It is the first time I've ever heard a goblin make music. It isn't half bad. Oh, I can't play this piano. And down here, of course, on the 3rd floor, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Western Treasure Room. Yes? Interesting, the, lock-picking, or like, anytime you go through a portal like that, it always black screens for a moment. Very interesting. And what do we have here? Sapphire Cloak. That sounds like something that perhaps Sid would like. Not robe, cloak. Well, that's obviously better, right? How about here? Now that's questionable. I mean, actually, it's pretty clear that's not what we want. That's fine. Perhaps once we get some synthesis for it, it might be a little more promising. Okay, so things kind of change after a bit. Your new address, Volume 1, by Eternity. My dearest Karis, it is 4 years exactly since my meaningless tone became perfect unison. You are my life. Karis, above all names, so powerfully undeserving was I of your affection. I loathe life without you. Actually click things. Sweet Karis, I loved you and will always love you. Today I wed. Her name is Kara. This is as we agreed. Interesting. I don't understand why the council delegate insists on wearing that clunky ceremonial armor. I know for a fact that the man doesn't know how to fight. Please don't tell him I said that. So can I get to the other side of the 4th floor from here? Ooh. Also have to head out to grab that. So I want to head down and up, like all of these, I suppose? Because they all seem to lead to somewhere different. 4th floor, of course. Meet Goblin Council Delegate. Great honor to serve Akbar. Ways of the Wicked. The Mad King delighted in torturing his subjects. A favorite trick involved accidentally leaving a known poison-tipped pin in a prisoner's cell. Upon returning unarmed, the Mad King would stand calmly as the prisoner desperately struck the pin into the king's skin. And I feel there should be a little more to that, right? I'm assuming the story isn't the Mad King died by committing suicide by proxy. Okay, well, before I forget, let's head down. Well, now let's clear these out to 3rd floor. These two do connect. Excellent. And that would, of course, be the 4th floor. The World Council constitutes the most successful form of governance, agreeable to all races, even dwarves. Some fault the Council for failing to regularly satisfy all parties, yet such wishful desire for absolute consensus is pure folly. I need Kara, but cannot give myself to her. Oh, Karis, would you return to me, to guide me, touch me? You are my strength. I'm rambling. You would softly rest my aching mind in your warm lap, caressing my neck with your understanding touch. Is life so long that I must remarry? Would Lord Geros deem me a false lover? Should suicide be my fitting peace? Kara looks like you. Very sad. Seems the man's wife died, remarried as agreed to the wife. There is no greater privilege than to stand at the end of the Westonia floating fortress and to look down upon the beautiful world upon which we live. New address, volume 6. I claim that I sought truth above happiness, but I found happiness first, and was consumed by bitter truth second. I'm sorry. I am so exhausted. Many humans assume that all elves are aristocrats. Simply not true. I've struggled for decades to overcome my humble origins and become an aide to the World Council. Oh, hello, Mr. Goblin. Many shrubs in Fortress grow so fast, trimming all the time. Perhaps you are right, and further separation will help put us into perspective. Yours forever. Yes, I had trouble locating your new address. I think the former wife, lover, whatever, died. Or perhaps he was just being super creepy. Who knows? I did say suicide to rejoin, right? Okay, first off, let's quit playing with the stairs. And we're going to run outside real quick before I forget about those chests. Because, trust me, oh, I will. Where's the... Okay, ground floor. I think there was one over here and on the other side. So 75,000 gold, lovely. And on the other side of this pretty large castle, actually. Ultra Blitz Tonic, Ultra Wall Tonic. Ultra Bubble. Excellent, excellent. And just on the off chance that anything hangs out down here. Aha. Just a single giant potion. Compared to the other ones, it seems a little underwhelming. Alright, so we've got the first floor, we've got the second floor, and the third. So, let us make our way up to the fourth floor. And I assume the paths all join back together? Maybe? Maybe not. Well, if that's the case... So we head down this way. What do these connect to? Because they don't look to connect to the same area. Ah, they do not. Okay, human office. It is my job to ensure the World Council acts in accordance with human interests. Immediate action must be executed in response to the loss of our precious rockwood. Thoughtful civilizations must organize their growing works of authorship with a system of reference. I hereby propose subtitling that begins with Volume 1, Volume 2, and so on. The Westonia Teleporter. Since the founding of the Westonia Engineering Laboratories, many intrepid scientists have sought to understand the physics behind the Westonia Teleporter. Sadly, the Westonia Teleporter is still a mystery to the United Scientists of the Engineering Laboratories. This author hopes that one day, the secrets of the teleporter will be unlocked. Alright, continuing on. More offices, or just further up the tower? As eldest member of the Theopolis Council, Bertrand is entitled to the single human position on the World Council. That is not to say that he alone speaks for all humans. Age has made him wise, and he listens carefully to our opinions. Let's see. This is my first time attending the World Council. My life's ambition is now complete. My opinion helps shape the course of future events throughout Firma. Okay, so we've successfully climbed the tower on the human side. And on to... wait, oh, here we go. On to the other side. I don't remember who or what was over there, but obviously it goes way further. Nope, not that way. I'll sort it out eventually. This way. Suppose anybody will... have I read this already? Once hopeful prisoners are then horrified to see the Mad King still standing, having developed irresolute immunity, and they collapse heavily into sobs. Or collapse into heavy sobs, rather. Okay, we've read that. We've been out here, right? Yeah, I had that little table. Okay, continuing on. The Goblin Office. Let me through. Sacred Tree, most important treasure to all Goblin. It's symbol for us, like Westonia to human and elf. Me's here so everyone not forget about Sacred Tree while they are fighting against bad army. And Remedy. Thank you, Mr. Goblin. There's no books here. That is a little surprising. Alright, what lies beyond? Just on History by Ferguson. Cities or castles, which is more important to the progress of civilizations? Cities, for societal betterment, is found in trade, not walls. The intermingling of ideas, not wars. Interesting thought. And at least they gave me something for this long journey up with almost no one to talk to. Like once we get past... what, this here is like the 4th? Yeah, okay. So we head... or is this the 4th? No, that was the 4th. Okay, back up. On track where we're heading this way. Talk to all the folks there. And we'll handle the 4th floor on the way back. Can I read any of these? I don't... yeah, not really. So let's head down and out here. Betting there's something up here. Ooh, a resurrection elixir. That sounds lovely. And further up we go. Treasure. And goes nowhere. And finally one more chest and a book to read. Reading the Book of Knowledge has granted each party member 20,000 SP. Well, isn't that just nifty? I wonder if there were other books of knowledge scattered in all the libraries. That seems like a likely trick. Okay, how about these books? The books appear to be notebooks with a list of authorized personnel for each meeting with the Westonia World Council. Council is ready to receive you. Are you ready? No, not yet. Let's drop a save. And now. Excellent. I'll escort you into the meeting chamber. The visitor with the artifact from Rockwood is here to see the World Council. Yes, sir. I hope I don't have to, give the meeting or whatever myself. Visitors, you are in the presence of the World Council. Anor, the Elven King of Huldra, Bertrand, the Human Chief Council member of Orphos, and Jaxa, Goblin King of Ugbar. Thank you, Commander. Visitors, please come before us. The Commander told us that you had been given an artifact found by Ignatius, leader of the Mercenaries Guild. Is this true? May we see artifact? Discovering true culprit behind destruction of Rockwood is high priority. You unwrap the cloth enveloping the dark artifact and present it to the World Council. Interesting. Very interesting. What is it, Honor? I see nothing more than a cloud of stone. Evil stone, wrought with hatred and dark energy. Yes, Jax is correct. This is no ordinary stone. It has absorbed something terrible. May I touch it? You carefully rewrap the stone, making sure not to touch it, and hand it to Honor. Visitor, what is that talisman about your neck? Please come closer. I must inspect it. Is talisman important? I would not believe it if it were not plain before my eyes. Bertrand, Jaxa, our visitor is in possession of a Veneer artifact. Impossible. You know Veneer? Recount your experiences on Terra and how you came into possession of Kylie's medallion. Thank you for your explanation. While your story sounds fantastic, I believe it with every fiber of my being. Perhaps we should tell them of the encounter approximately 500 years ago. Yes, would you please tell them, Honor? You were there, after all. Watch the cutscene? Certainly. 500 years in the past. Much more recent than all the other times we've seen. Please, gentlemen, calm yourselves. Remain from the Great War, but we must stand above the fray. Ha! Easy for you to preach to us when your lands are safe from the marauding goblins. You lie, no goblin infos. Those rogue goblin. Martin, Manza, enough. Magic! Do not be alarmed. We mean you no harm. Guard, we're under attack. Sleep. Please listen carefully. We have detected a grave threat to civilization on your planet. We sense the power of this evil across time and space. It pulses in like a heartbeat of woe. Already the fingers of this corruption infiltrate your most sacred places, lesser evils to be sure, but they too will doom your world. There's much to absorb. My instincts tell me that you speak truthfully, but my intellect questions your certainty in this matter. You God? No, we are not gods. Time is short. We will eradicate the essence of this evil. Then we will pursue and extinguish any remnants of corruption that survive. Our treaty permits direct intervention as guests on your world. Therefore, we must request permission. It permits? Shouldn't it say doesn't permit? Therefore, we must request permission to move freely to accomplish our mission. We pledge not to interfere in local politics or conflicts. As if we could stop you. Look what you did to our guard. Martin, I do not believe they mean us any harm. As head of the World Council, you have my blessing. But I alone do not rule. Martin, Manza, what say you? Me think they speak truth. Sake a tree not blooming as it should. Maybe this evil they speak of? Me grant permission. It appears that I'm outnumbered in my suspicion of you. Orvos will grant you grudging permission. Thank you. We shall not meet again unless it is necessary. Be well. Interesting. Aldrin was a wild continent then, just after the founding of Rockwood. The Veneer were never seen again. We assumed that they had neutralized the threat. Perhaps we were too presumptuous. Honor, do you think that this threat that the Veneer spoke of could be related to Rockwood's destruction? It's too soon to say for sure, but perhaps it's not simply coincidence that we find ourselves once again connected with the Veneer. We need time to study Dark Artifact. You should explore to learn more if possible while we study. Yes, Jax is right. You should visit the capitals of our respective nations. We must remain here, but you can be our eyes and ears and try to learn more while we study the artifact. We'll send scouts to alert the interim rulers of our respective nations of your pending arrival. Please visit Valundra, Theopolis, and Hopgar. Make haste to the capital cities. We will alert you if we uncover any secrets from this dark artifact. Please take this writ of passage. You can move freely between the nations of Vir with it. Excellent. Commander, will you escort them out? Yes, Your Majesties. Please follow me. I wonder if we're going to be taken all the way out? The meeting is complete. Yes, sir. We greatly appreciate your help. As the World Council said, we will alert you if we learn anything from the Dark Artifact. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Alright, so I guess we are done here, folks. And I do believe that will do it for this episode, so I'm going to head on down to the ground, assuming I can make it all the way there. I might spend just a wee little bit of time, maybe next episode... Can I not go here yet? Nope, okay. I will probably spend the next episode or two playing a little bit at the arena and the casino, just to check those out. And I want to get back up. Or when they're ready to see you again. Okay. But check those out. And after that, I will start exploring the world a little more to see what we can get up to. So, until then, I do hope you enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, and let me know what you think in the comments. But, until next time, catch you later.